Big Blicks, talking about what?
Alright y'all, so I'm home from the gym with my nephew, and he wants me to let y'all know that his name is Dorian and he likes to do tricks and backflips. Anyway, the gym is going to be the next video you guys are seeing, but I'm just making this to say I didn't end up doing a story time plus more footage. The story time took a long time and I had some footage for the story time, so we're just doing that. Good morning, people of YouTube. I'm kind of stressed out today, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not as stressed out as I was last night or this morning, but I am kind of stressed out. I had the freaking tire explode on me last night. I went to my homie's house. He stays in Woodbury. He's got like a townhome out there. We went to Qdoba, got some food, got some dinner. It was good, it was great. Shout out Qdoba. Personally, I like it better than Chipotle, but I think it's because I might have a bias because I worked there. Like before I worked there, I probably would have preferred Chipotle because it's the one I heard about more often. Then I got a job at Qdoba and I was like, oh, free sour cream, oh, free guac, oh, chips and queso aren't as much as like Chipotle, you know? And our chips and queso are like that, you know? Chipotle's chips and queso, they give you like barely any little queso. Anyway, I'm rambling already, going on a tangent, so I need to get back to the topic. Hi, Zeus. My dog's laying on my leg. But we get back to Qdoba, and I head out a couple minutes down the road, or a couple miles down the road after I pull out. I noticed the van's like, you know, it's not like this. I'm driving, and all of a sudden I'm like little like this. And I'm like, what's going on? It must be, you know, flat tire or one ain't got no air in it. So I hurry up and I go to like the nearest gas station. I think I passed a Holiday. So I stopped there and I hopped out. There was like a rusted piece of metal. It looked like a razor blade almost. It wasn't like a nail. It wasn't like something you could actually just like patch over. Because I worked at Discount Tire too for a little bit. But anyway, it wasn't something you could just patch over, and it was just in the tire. So I went inside this Holiday and I got some duct tape and some scissors. You know, I didn't think it was gonna fix the fucker, but I was thinking maybe it'd buy me some more time. So I just smacked so much duct tape on there, you wouldn't believe it. Oh, shit. So anyway, I'm thinking I'll just stop every 5-10 minutes, make like 4 stops or whatever, and we'll turn this 35-minute, 40-minute drive into 2 hours, but at least I'll get home. I think I remember it being like 16 minutes. I was so amped up and so stressed out. I'm like, I need to get there before this fucking tire explodes or I'm screwed all night in the cold. So it took me about 16 minutes. After about 10 minutes on the freeway, I see this old exit that I used to live off of. I quickly take the exit, I take a right, and I got about 4 miles until I get to the gas station. And you know, in the inner city, 4 miles is kind of far for a gas station, but it was the closest one I had. So I get off the exit, I take the right, and I just start booking it, and I'm just trying to get there as fast as I can. I'm trying to get there before this thing explodes. And I get about 2 miles out of that 4 miles down. I get about 2 miles, about halfway, and I start like smelling rubber. And I'm like, oh shit, that don't smell good. I'm smelling rubber. So then I kept going for the last 2 miles out of the 4 miles. And at this point, I'm smelling rubber and I'm getting scared, but I'm still booking it because I'm just trying to get there. You know, I wasn't just trying to be dumb and just speed, but I really debated going slow and trying to make it there, and the possibility of being stuck on the side of the road all night, and my phone was also at 1%, which died 10 minutes later. Otherwise, my option was try and get as far as I can before this thing explodes and see if I can get to some civilization, which in the inner city, you gotta know the spots you wanna be for civilization. I'm zooming and I'm in like the last mile, and then all of a sudden I just start feeling like boom, boom, boom. Like I'm on the rim, I need to hurry, but I'm not trying to take sharp turns either because then I can feel it moving under my rim. I pull into the Holiday and I go to the air because I'm about to check the tire and I'm like, oh, it's probably gonna be real low. And this lady, she was a lifeline last night. I got out the car and she's already saying like that's not moving, that's not going nowhere. I come around the van, I'm like, what's it look like? I look at it, Made me so mad. I asked her, you know, I don't expect you to because it's late, but, you know, she was willing to do that for me, and who am I to not be willing to give back, you know? So she said that 40 bucks is a fair ask. I told her I'd give her 50 then because I really appreciated it. She didn't end up having change, so I threw her 60, but it's okay. She's 48, her name was Yuki. If you ever see this, I appreciate you. So that's how I got home. I got up at 7 a.m. because Discount Tire opened at 8 and I had to meet the tow truck company at the Holiday. And then I couldn't get no footage last night because 1, my phone was dead, and then 2, it was pitch black. But this is the footage I got this morning when I went back to the Holiday. Thank God my sister was willing to give me a ride. She had to go that way anyway, but it's still a half-hour ride, and I don't even got Uber downloaded, so it would have been a fiasco. Last thing real quick, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn. That's such a corny phrase, but I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm low-key proud of myself. I hope y'all see it, because the first video I did with the can of butter, and then the second video I did with the boom sight, and then the third video I do right now, like, my editing got a lot better. Like, the first video, it probably could have did better, but I don't really want to go back and edit it. But also, on the other end of that, when I create more videos over time, I'll be able to see how I progress. So instead of just going back and kind of remastering it or remixing it, whatever, re-editing it, I'm just going to keep it how it was. And it might suck, but I'm just doing it for fun anyway, so I don't really care if it sucks. And at least this way I can see how my editing skills get better over time. I'm back at the Holiday, walking over to the van right now to check it out. It's the next day now. I woke up early as hell, didn't get no sleep. So, this is my beautiful tire. Sexy, right? Tow truck is backing in. Time to get this thing fixed. Alright, I'm at Discount Tire now. It's time to go in there, get this motherfucker fixed. Y'all, it is cold as balls out here, but the Discount Tire worker came out, checked me in. We got the van dropped. Anyway, he asked me if I knew about like the mobile installation. I'm like, what do you mean? And he asked also if fucking, sorry y'all, my homie just yelled my name. I got bedhead, but my homie just yelled my name, so I had to end the video real quick, talk to him and say what's up. Anyway, Discount Tire worked me. What the fuck? Discount Tire worker asked me if I got insurance for the tow. I didn't even know that was a thing, but I don't, so I just paid 211 bucks, and Twin Cities Towing doesn't carry change, so I paid 220 bucks. And then this man asked me with a Discount Tire truck, he said they got mobile installation. For mobile installation, meaning this truck right here for 50 bucks comes to you and does the job that needs to be done. I feel just betrayed right now. I'm just playing, but that sucks, man. 220 bucks for the tow, otherwise it would have been 50 bucks for this. And the guy also told me that when we got 4 new tires, we got a warranty, so the tire's only gonna be 14 bucks. So like, that is a blessing. I'm happy for that. I'm happy I got blessed. That tire's only gonna be 14 bucks, but I'm calling this little fucker right here from now on. So they just came, took the van back, it's not there no more. Fucking truck, tow truck is heading out now. Got my receipt. Just gotta wait like 30 minutes for the car now. You know, it's the homies working in there. I used to work here until I quit due to an injury, and then I moved at the same time. So right after this video ended, I thought it would be a good idea to try and hit a nearby boat wave like a ramp for some reason. I'm leaving Discount Tire now. It's actually kind of funny because I worked there about a year ago from today. I worked there for a couple months, and then I was like, let me put this thing in sports mode. And then I went like 90,
and then all of a sudden, like, I woke up. I'm just playing. I got sent off. It was bad. I hit a wave and I got sent off. You know how like when boats move, they have a wave that kind of comes out and ripples behind them. So I didn't notice that because I was a little drunk, and then all of a sudden I hit a wave and I went up in the air, and then I seen the landing wave, but my jet ski was like tilted to the left. So by the time I hit that second wave, I was leaning like this, and I'm thinking, you know, the only way to possibly save this is if like the second I hit this water, I just push down with my left leg to try and flip it. You know, I hit the water and I just push down and kind of bounce it back up was my plan. And it wasn't the best plan, but it was the only plan that might possibly work in the 0.25 second I had to diagnose my situation, right? I hit the second wave, I pushed down, all of a sudden it's like crack, and I got sent. And then I come back up on top of the water, and when I'm up, like I'm breathing okay, I'm feeling my body, I couldn't feel my hip, my right knee felt like a noodle, and basically I was on bed rest for a couple weeks, and I was unable to go up and down and pull tires off and put tires on. I was unable to do a lot of stuff, and during that couple week period, I also ended up moving up to Cambridge. Since I ended up moving there, I just ended up quitting because it was an hour away. So right when I started working there, I got my homie a job there, my homie Dantes, who's the person that yelled for me earlier. I got him a job there, and then a couple months later, I quit, and he's still working there. And a couple of my old coworkers, they're still working there as well. My homies was there, and they got the job done quick. So shout out to them.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? You talking about, nigga? Big Blix, talking about what? Nigga, talking about.